Valentine's Day. See? Yes, it's known. Let me explain something. Valentine's Day is known to celebrate love, right? And because I always say that, I feel that no one should be excluded on Valentine's Day. And just like, when I think about Valentine's Day, even in terms of like growing up, my mother would always bring all four of us chocolates and all kinds of different things because to her, Valentine's Day represented love. Love for your mother or love for your children, love for your friends, love for family members, and it was just really, and love for all four of us in our family, including, well, it would have been about 5 or 6 of us at that point, but it was like 4 children. But I'm just saying that love was to her the act of showing it and not necessarily about Valentine's Day being for just lovers. It was also an expression of how you felt about whoever you cared about in your life. So that's really what I wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day, was to continue on with my mom's message that she sent, that she gave us. She didn't know she was doing that, but that's what we picked up, because it wasn't just about maybe her and my dad. It was about how she felt about us. And I tried to continue that with my children as well, was to always kind of get them chocolates and make them feel good on Valentine's Day and to celebrate my love for them, so that they could see that and enjoy that and take part in Valentine's Day. And so that's why I'm really taking the time to celebrate Valentine's Day, because I didn't want anyone to feel excluded if you don't have a special person in your life, or you don't have a lover in your life, or you don't have a husband, or you don't have a girlfriend or whatever. It's really to celebrate your relationships, because it's all about love. And that's really why I wanted to definitely do the show, as well as to celebrate your love for your community as well. And that's why I think it's so special to have Valentine's Day in and during Black History Month, because obviously Black History Month is to remind people, not necessarily to define who we are as Black people today, but it's also to remember our legacy as African Americans and to have love for our community. So, whatever, just, it's all about a celebration of love today. And it's also, it just happens to fall during Black History Month, but it is a special holiday. And I just like to take the time to celebrate it during Black History Month, obviously. And like I said, it's all about remembrance, and not necessarily about just being Black, but it's all about remembrance and love for our people, and love for each other. So, and also love for the people that came before us that made the sacrifices so that we can have all the opportunities now. And so that's also something to be celebrated during this time, and to express our gratitude for them. And so what better, and when it is better to do that during Valentine's Day, right? Is to take time to celebrate all the things that go into our world to make us who we are, and to celebrate the connections that we have in life. So I definitely wanted to make sure and get that message across today, because this is a special Valentine's Day show. Obviously, I have my red on too, because red is the color of love, and that's the color for Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day from the hustle. Definitely wanted to get that out there. But it's also in celebration of taking time out to celebrate you, yourself, to make yourself a priority, even if somebody isn't making you a priority, or you don't have, you're not a priority to somebody else in life and all of that stuff. It really doesn't matter. It's who you are to yourself, to celebrate the love for you. So that's really what we're celebrating. And why not celebrate it whether you have anybody or not? It really doesn't matter. I celebrate all kinds of different things. Obviously, I celebrate love for my family, my friends, my loved ones, and also my twins the love I have for my kids, even though they're not with me, they're away at college, I still celebrate them. So here's to them as well. But I wanted to say, make yourself the priority. And why not do that for Valentine's Day? And one way to do that is to make your teeth a priority. And so today, your smile, your priority. Because our smile represents, believe it or not, besides our eyes, represents how we feel about ourselves and how we express ourselves. Our smile is so incredibly important. So, and a lot of people don't realize that. And I always go, that's interesting that nobody takes their smile for the importance that it really is. You know, my eyes are really important to me, but my smile is too, because I feel like my smile communicates who I am, what my heart is about, and the genuine that's coming from me. So my smile is going to be really important. And anybody I put in charge of my smile has to know that my smile is important. And the person on our show today knows that. And if he doesn't know that after about 10 years, I don't know if he'll ever know it. But so my smile is really, really important. So there's something I wanted to say. So whether you're single or not, it doesn't matter. Give yourself the gift of a smile this Valentine's Day. Okay? Show your teeth some love because, well, hey, you are worth it, right? Yes, you are definitely worth it. So guys, if you're listening and you are thinking about given chocolates and you don't know what else to get for Valentine's Day besides maybe dinner, yeah, you could give them a gift certificate for teeth whitening, for some cosmetic dentistry. They're not going to take offense to that. Everybody would be like really thankful for that. So I think that's a really great idea. So that's why I invited my own personal dentist to the show today, and he's going to be making quarterly appearances just to remind us about the importance of taking care of our teeth and taking care of our smiles, because they are so incredibly important. We just have no idea about the bacteria in our mouths. Yes, there really is bacteria in there. And how that bacteria can flow through our bodies and really create a lot of havoc and a lot of problems for ourselves. So, so I'm going to let him get into all of that because I'm not the doctor here. He's going to be the doctor. But we are going to talk about the importance of taking care of your teeth and just and how that contributes to your overall health. When we come back from the break, we're definitely going to bring him in. His name is Dr. William Taylor. As you know, you'll hear me call him Billy because he has been working in my mouth for years, as well as my kids' teeth. I've trusted him for so long. He's been a great friend and a confidant and someone I can call upon. I have called upon him when my daughter has been sick and we've been in New York and she had something going on with her tooth. And I was like, Billy, I need to talk to you. And Billy has always been readily available, even during a holiday. I mean, he's just been so kind and so helpful to me and my kids. He even got my son with a really good orthodontist who was a friend of his, and my son got braces and his teeth are perfectly straight. My daughter had, was given blessings. She had straight teeth. But he's done wonders for me and my family, and I felt like who better but to express my gratitude to, as well as my thankfulness for all that he's done for my family, is to feature him on my show. And what better time is that to do that but for Valentine's Day, because it's all about love, and I have crazy love for him, and so appreciative of all that he's done. So when we come back from break, you guys will meet Dr. Billy Taylor, and we're going to ask him 1,000 questions, and we're going to get all kinds of ideas about the gift of a smile and the importance of overall teeth, health, and wealth. when it comes to your smile. So, hey, when we come right back to the hustle, you will be meeting Dr. Billy Taylor, and it will be my pleasure to introduce everybody to my personal dentist. And to also say hello to Lawrence. How are you?
How's it going?
I'm good. Right. I'm good. Have you done your Valentine's Day shopping?
Not yet.
Okay, because I know that you have a sweetie.
Well, I'm working on a Valentine's Day budget.
Oh, okay.
I'll be doing the Valentine's Day shopping.
That's so true. But wait till you hear. Maybe you might be able to fit something in. We'll see. When we come back, you guys, we'll meet him on the hustle. It's Alina 7. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Hustle. Yes, where we feature and talk about everybody's human hustle right here, from sports to fitness and everything else in between. We deal with a whole bunch of stuff. But this week we're dealing with Valentine's Day and the gift of a smile, and who better but to bring my personal dentist here, Mr. Cosmetic Dentistry, as well as family dentist himself, Dr. Billy Taylor. How are you?
Hey, doing great today, Elena.
I am so happy that you are here, Billy. You know that?
Hey, I'm really fortunate to be here. I'm glad to be in your presence.
For a different reason, right? Instead of me coming to go, Billy, this tooth in the back.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll go. All right, so just for purposes, just to let everybody know, how important is it, Billy, really to have tooth, the health of our teeth? Because a lot of people I don't realize how important it is.
Well, it really starts, if you think about it, through the years when you grow up and everything.
And where'd you grow up again?
New York City.
Where in New York?
In Manhattan, in Harlem.
In Harlem. He's a Harlem brother right here.
Hey, you walk down the street and you see somebody frowning, you wonder why. And then you walk down the street and you see someone smile and you're like, hey, that's a great smile. So a smile is probably everybody's best thing to have. It really makes a personality. Most people, if you notice that smile, are happy.
Yeah, a smile goes a long way, right?
I would dare say Valentine's Day, love should start with a smile.
Right. Oh, say that again, Billy.
Love just starts with a smile.
Yes, that's right. That's Valentine's Day. Yes, I love it. Celebrating love in every way. Smile, everything. So a lot of times, so what is it? We hear so much about brushing your teeth. How often, Lawrence, how many times a day you brush your teeth? Not to put your business out there, but I'm just saying.
Twice before and after I go to bed. So
basically twice. Yeah. Okay, so is that normal? Should we be brushing twice
Recommendation is always brush in the morning and brush in the evening. Throughout the day, your mouth dries out from talking. You're eating.
Yes.
In addition, you should also floss.
How often?
I would say twice a day now. Truth
Really?
be told, most people, they don't have time. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have time to do this. Well, truth be told, you should make time. That's one of the things you should. If you don't realize, a lot of people have tight contact in their teeth. So let's say you eat
ribs.
Oh, ribs are definitely going to get caught in the back of your teeth. So
no, ribs will make you floss it out.
Yeah.
It will stay in there and make you do some work. I mean, I know that.
Well, the
but
possibilities are, if you've never been checked out or if you don't go on a regular basis, periodontal disease can set in, which creates pockets. Well, basically pockets down in the gum line, in between the gum and the bone and the teeth. And a lot of people think, well, my teeth are not mobile. I'm okay. I can get away with this.
Right.
But a lot of times you can get food impacted down in there, and
is that
through
what
bacteria.
Creates cavities? Or
well,
that's something
cavities
different?
Can be created in a number of ways.
Okay.
But that is one avenue.
That's one avenue. Okay. So is it true that if you eat candy, you're going to get cavities?
Not necessarily.
Okay. What's the trick to eating candy then?
I would brush and rinse and floss after I did, but most people won't. In addition, you should also brush your tongue. Yes, you should brush your tongue.
Are we not brushing tongues? I mean,
gotta brush that tongue. The tongue harbors a lot of bacteria also. The mouth is full of bacteria.
Really? But it doesn't attack us if we don't.
No, you try to cut down on it, let's say.
Okay.
Research has it now also that's linking, these microbes with heart valves and going into your heart valves, creating, heart problems. And also read some literature where some of this is maybe increasing the chances of Alzheimer's disease.
My goodness. What? You mean to tell me we can get kind of like bacteria and it can travels to our brain? You're talking about traveling bacteria.
Correct.
Oh my goodness. What? Did you know that, Lawrence?
I knew about the heart. I didn't know about the
Alzheimer's.
Yes, some relatively new evidences.
Evidence
saying that could contribute.
I did hear that it could lead to heart disease, the bacteria in your mouth.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So, now what is the importance then of, say, mouthwash? I mean,
it's always been debated, to keep your breath fresh.
Because I'm a big mouthwash person, and you always go, I mean, you kind of about it. So that's why me sitting up there like, come on, Doc Taylor, we need some.
Yeah, let's say you use it as adjunct therapy in accordance with brushing, flossing, and then rinsing. So, rinsing alone is not going to do the job.
Okay, right. You got to brush. You got to sit up there and get
floss.
The plaque.
And you have to come in every 6 months so that we can evaluate your soft, your hard tissue, see if you have gingivitis, early periodontitis. Some of these things are tied up with different things like diabetes.
Right.
A lot of times we are the forefront runners in discovering whether a person may have diabetes through, they come in and they may have loose teeth, pockets notice that we didn't notice 6 months prior.
Oh, wow.
And we suggest go see your physician, and sometimes these people, turn up with just now, having diabetes.
Wow.
So there's a lot of things that oral health we discover sometimes, like oral cancer. We're the first line of defense.
The mouth.
The mouth.
Wow, the teeth. Okay, so let's just say, is there something we shouldn't be eating that we eat? Or let's just say, I know you're going to say candy, but you know me, I'm like a big licorice. Is that the worst? Because sometimes I think licorice will really get stuck in your teeth.
Because I have so many bad habits, I can't say that there's one thing that is just bad.
Right.
The main thing.
What does alcohol have? Does it have any effect on the teeth?
They haven't. I don't think they've really established. I don't know of any literature that says. Mostly that deals with your liver and other things like that.
Yeah.
But they do say
you have gum disease.
Well, if you have gum disease and let's say this, in excess, it can cause a lot of things.
It can cause a lot of things, just like drug abuse.
Just like drug
excess.
abuse in excess.
Yeah, because the methadone and stuff, after a while, your teeth disintegrate.
Yeah.
And then you have to do, wow, oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so that's all about the bad stuff. We've dealt with the importance of having overall good teeth health, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's Day this week. So we said we would have Dr. Taylor on because we want to get into all the fun stuff, all the things that we could be doing for Valentine's Day. If you don't want to get, or if you want to do more than just chocolates and you can afford it, because Lawrence does bring it up to my attention that, you know, sometimes some people don't always have the budget to do that. And I get that. So in light of that, I want to talk to you about Valentine's Day and all the things that we could be doing for Valentine's Day as it relates to teeth. And that women really shouldn't get insulted if our loved ones get us like a teeth whitening. You shouldn't feel like, oh, my teeth are not white enough. No, it just could be a really nice gift. So let's talk about all that stuff now.
So bleaching.
Okay.
You know what? Now that you're on that subject, I
Yeah.
think what I'll do
Okay.
for Valentine's Day special, $100 for bleaching.
Really? $100 for bleach? Oh, we love that.
$100 for bleaching.
Really? Okay, well, first, let's just tell them your number and where you're located so that people can take advantage of that.
301-589-3468.
All right, say it again.
That's Silver Spring, Maryland, 301-589-3468.
Okay, 589-3468, 301. He's right there on, give him your address in
It's
Silver Spring.
1311 Suite A, East West Highway, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Right, he's right there. I mean, he does some great work. I'm living example, so it's not like I'm bringing somebody on here and I haven't tested them. He's been taking care of my teeth, my kids' teeth for over 10 years, so he's been such a big help. Okay, so let's talk about whitening. Now, a lot of people will look at Instagram and they'll be like, oh, I could do this myself. Can we talk about the difference between that and professional work?
Well, professional, it's supervised. These products that we get are
Yes.
ADA approved. A lot of people go out and try your over-the-counters, and occasionally it works.
Yes.
However, you know, our standards are, you know, by the American Dental Association, so the products that we use are approved.
Okay. Okay. So that is the difference between the professional products and the products we buy on Instagram or Facebook, because a lot of people do that. And I'm like, why are they doing that?
Well,
I mean-
you know, we could spend a whole day on this. You know,
No, like
the
going
FDA, you know, we could go there too. You know, a lot of products get approved, but, you know, they're marginal, and sometimes it's the verbiage that's used.
and they don't even work though.
Well, hey, it's a marketing, you know.
It's a
this
marketing,
world
I
is
know, it's a marketing
what do you
resource.
call it?
Yeah.
Resource.
Walking around.
So
Everybody
you
is
can't
a
always
marketing
believe
genius.
what you hear.
Right.
That's why there are professionals in each, you know, subject area that you know, go and you talk to.
Right, right. Now, you also can replace missing teeth. You
Yes.
can fix. So just kind of go through some of the things that you do, Billy.
So we'll start with the Rolls Royce of
Okay.
replacing teeth, which is implants.
Implants. Okay, that's
Implants
the better
are,
word.
you know, this day and age have been made very, you know, it's very simple to do them.
Yep.
Very little complications, very little discomfort. So that would be your highest quality of replacing teeth. And probably, you know, 101 years after you're here and someone finds you, that's what they will find, that implant.
Is that
You know. Now we can replace teeth also with removable devices. You know, a lot
Like-
of people don't like that, like partials and dentures.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
you know,
That's
we
the
even-
old-fashioned stuff,
Yeah,
right?
but even with the complete dentures and partials now, we can fix them in your mouth where they, you know, basically lay terms snap in and snap out.
Oh.
You know, through implants. We place implants under them.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, so.
Really?
Yeah,
so you can, so that they, but will they still be able to take them off
They
at night?
still can take them out
Oh,
at night. They're
okay.
just affixed to the actual implants. that we would place in there.
Oh, okay. So it's not like somebody will talk and all of a sudden it may like drop down or something like that.
It shouldn't. Most of the time with those implants, they're very secure.
They're very secure. Okay.
Then we have crowns, which if you've had a root canal or something to that nature, you know, we can make a very cosmetic tooth after, you know, the tooth has, you know, been root canaled, and we can do bridges and things of that nature.
Yes, yes. And let me tell you something. He takes the time to make sure that the white and the hue of the tooth is just right, because I did have a root canal on a tooth over to the side of my mouth, and he was like, we were like, oh, that's just not right. That's a little too white, or it's a little too this. It need to be a little hue, little yellow there, a little white there, so it looks natural. And so he really kind of, you know, he did take the time to do that. So I mean, you know, plus, you know, just talk about, Billy, the importance of self-confidence when it comes to
you know, when you smile, if you wake up in the morning and you're smiling and you're walking, you probably have more self-confidence when you're waking up and you just love life. You know, instead of walking around, you know, you're like, oh, I can't show my mouth.
I can't
a
show
smile
my teeth.
Goes a long way. And I think a smile actually builds confidence. So my suggestion is get that smile together.
Right. And then also, do you work with the misalignment of the bite?
So malaligned teeth. A lot of people have problems with that. No one, you know, is basically born with a perfect set.
Right? Yes.
So we do Invisalign now. You know, everybody, you know. Now, I will tell you, traditional braces in the past, some people do have to get it because of the complication. But a lot of times we can do the Invisalign, which is the clear aligners.
Right,
and, you know, for minor tooth movement and things of that nature, if you want something, you know, a tooth to be, you know, lined up. You know,
does it move them kind of closer together? Because I've been looking at that.
Well, we can move them closer. It depends on the discrepancy.
Okay.
Some teeth are inverted back, some are forward, you know, some are, you know, rotated.
Yeah.
So through this device, as you change them, it changes the rotation, or it, you know, brings them in or takes them out, however we need to make your occlusion, you know, basically what, you know, is pretty perfect for you.
Right.
And, you know, to get your smile together.
Right, right. Okay, okay. So you work with the alignment of the teeth. That's really important, because a lot of people, I think sometimes they're a little concerned about their alignment of their smile. Some people don't smile because they don't necessarily like their smile.
Correct.
But you help them with that. We
help them with that smile. We help them with their, you know, the whiteness. Now, you don't want your teeth too white.
Right,
so it depends. I a lot of times will go by a person's complexion to see how light we need to get them. Because what you don't want to do is get them so bright, sometimes they look like chiclets. You know, bad smile, bad day. You know.
Chiclets. That sounds like something I would do, though. I'll be like, Billy, can't you get my teeth whiter? I just want them to sparkle.
I have told patients, I said, no, you're never going to walk out of here because you're going to look like you have chiclets in your mouth, and don't tell them I did it.
Right. Well, I don't think you would let them get away with that anyway. Oh my goodness. That's right. So let's just kind of go back over it. 301. If you want to take advantage of that $100 teeth whitening Valentine's Day special, which we have, that Dr. Taylor is offering, please reach out to him, 301-589-3468. Now, he's not going to give that to you forever. So if y'all, it's a special Valentine's Day package. And so if you want to take advantage of it, you need to reach out to his office tomorrow.
Yes,
this
definitely
week,
tomorrow.
You know, for Valentine's Day. And I swear, if you give, I just think that in a gift, right? If you give a gift of chocolates, you take them out, you give them flowers, and you give them like a nice teeth whitening. I can't see, because some of my friends were like, that might be insulting.
No.
I don't think so. I thought that would be kind of nice.
I think everybody wants to run around their house just smiling at each other.
Plus, I think that also, and not to be too crass in this show, but, people do kiss. You want some nice teeth, some fresh breath, and doesn't your gums go hand in hand with your breath?
Yes, it does. Again, teeth cleaning, you do need to get, because occasionally you will get that plaque or that hard mineralized substance on there, the calculus, which can bring about bad breath. Not only bad breath, but your gums will start bleeding. You can get inflammation. And the next thing you know, guys, that woman walked away from you.
Right, exactly. And let me tell you something. I'm real funny when it comes to the teeth. You can't show up in my face, with some bad teeth. I'm sorry. I mean, you just, I'll be like, looking like, excuse me? I hate to be so, personal about it, but I feel like that's something that, because women do talk to each other, and they were like, girl, he was cute. He had like too much, something going on, right? We do that kind of stuff, so it's true. You really have to, men have got to do just as good a job taking care of themselves as women do, because women want y'all to look good as well. I just don't get that. Like, why should I look good and then my man look like a really bad representation of me? We're a representation of each other. So I feel like that's so important to complement each other visually. Not for other people, but if nothing else, for your own health and wellness as a couple. That's
correct.
Right?
I totally agree.
Yeah, so, By the way, why don't you just talk to them? Just give, a baseline. Let me tell you, Dr. Taylor works on everybody's mouth, too. Not just mine. I know he's my claim to fame over here, but there's a whole rack of some athletes he's working on, too. And some singers, and some, who else? Some broadcasters. There's a whole bunch of people. I know you can mention some of the few. I put it in one of my posters, but go ahead, Dr. Taylor. Just talk about some of the people's mouths you've worked on, you got it going on like
Keith
that.
Mitchell from After 7.
Yes.
Doc Walker.
Doc Walker. We know him as the Redskin Hog. We know Doc,
Just a few.
Just a few. All of Doc's friends. All of the people that go to ProView. I'm sure all of them. That's how I actually know Dr. William Taylor, is through Doc Walker and them. So, so he's been, like I said, he really is special in what he does. He's been my personal dentist, but he's a cosmetic dentist and a family dentist, of which I have taken full advantage of both. Because he's been a dentist to my kids, but he's also been a cosmetic dentist to me as well, and to help me, improve upon my smile and my teeth, because that's important. I can't be in front of a mic and in front of people's faces looking bad, with some bad teeth. I just don't get that, right? Do you advise your patients of the importance of that, and also overall health?
I do. It's more on the health aspect than anything. It starts in the mouth. Just like you go to the physician for every other part, the mouth is definitely a big part of health.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. And I feel like they don't understand that the mouth is connected to your heart.
Well, everything enters it.
Enters it, yes. So it's like you gotta, take...
You have to take care of it.
You have got to take care of it, it's so important. So, okay, so we're talking about gifts for Valentine's Day. You can do that. We can give teeth whitening specials. I know that's your special, but I'm just saying, what else can people give as gifts when it comes to dentistry?
You know, you need to get an exam.
You can do an exam.
X-rays,
Yes.
which
X-rays.
reveal a lot of anything that's going on underlyingly. You know. So I would say definitely get an exam and get X-rays.
Right, right. And then also the importance of just getting your teeth cleaned like every 6 months. A lot of people don't even do that.
A lot of people skip years.
Yeah.
And the next
And
thing
I
you
know that people, you know, just to be conscious of it, some people just don't have dental insurance.
Correct.
And that's also.
But a lot of us will make means or some type of, I won't call it deal, but there are ways, you know, that we'll negotiate. There is financing. There's creative financing. You know, the major thing is, and exams most of the time and X-rays total maybe $265. You know, so, you know, you can split it up. You can get your exam, come back, get your X-rays. But it's very important to get those two things so that we can diagnose, you know, exactly what may be going on in your mouth if there is a problem.
Right.
You know,
right.
because if you don't do anything, you're going to see me later.
When your teeth are falling out.
Yeah, and there's going to be a bigger problem and probably a bigger price.
Wow. And also, just to let people know the importance of getting your teeth cleaned all the time, it's important because that also prevents cavities, right?
Yeah, it does help prevent because that, again, if we take X-rays, we do an examination every 6 months. We're watching what's going on in your mouth. So if we do see something occurring, it's going to be a very little problem initially.
Yes.
You know, and whereas decay is not going to stop for anyone, so it's going to be extensive if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and the next thing you know, you're calling me for an emergency.
Right, right, exactly. So it's really, really important. Watch those kids. Make sure that they are, you know, at least if they eat candy, make them rinse their mouth out, right? You said rinse your mouth out and go brush if they're eating candy. That's like something you can just do in your house.
Correct.
Is just to make sure that, you know, if your kids are eating candy, that you're definitely watching that they brush their teeth real good. I could have done a better job with that. And let me tell you, the times that I wasn't being as careful with them as I could, when I would take them to you, they would have like some cavities and I'd be like, see? I'd be like, see, you weren't taking care of your teeth. They go, well, you didn't remind me. But Billy, we've had so much fun with you today. So just tell them how to reach out to you again. And
again,
the special
it's Dr.
you're
William
offering.
A. Taylor, 301-589-3468. And the special is until tomorrow. Bleaching for $100. And the address is 1311 Suite A, East West Highway, Silver Spring, Maryland.
Right, right. And even if you don't have, like he said, even if you don't have dental insurance, he will, you know, try to work out something with you. So don't feel like, you know, you're completely stuck. And I think that a lot of people don't realize how when they don't take care of their teeth, how it leads to other illnesses. So if you have a dentist that's willing to work with you, you should take full-blooded advantage of that. I'm not saying to go to his office and pay him $0 and not offer anything, but I am saying that if you have a dentist like him that's as talented as Dr. Taylor and that's willing to work with you, I think that that's huge because we don't find that very often in this world at this time. So I really appreciate that. Don't leave though, because I want to ask you some questions on sports. Because I know you're a sports guy. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, me and Lauren's gonna be talking about the Wizards and the new trades that happen. You know, we're gonna have a little sports news, little sports fun, because you know we always have a little bit of fun towards the end of the show. So it's been so much fun. Don't forget Dr. William Taylor. He's located in Silver Spring. His number is 301-589-3468. He's right there on East West Highway. By the way, he's by the Metro, too. So don't give me no excuse that you can't get there because he is right around the corner from the Metro. But he is one of the best in D.C. I'm living testimony. You can look at my teeth. If you see me, whatever, come check my teeth out up close and personal. I don't care. Look all you want. But I want to thank him for coming. And you are going to be hanging out with us when I come back. He's looking at my teeth. That is so funny. When I come back from break, we're going to have a little bit of fun with the Wizards. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to The Hustle with my guest, Dr. Billy Taylor, and my co-host extraordinaire, my stat guy, my go-to guy, my guy who's with me at all the Wizards games. He shoots me. We do a whole bunch of stuff. Soon we'll be showing a lot of our videos that we've been recording. I've been like, Lawrence, you get the video? You get the video? You got the video ready? But we've had so many guests, that we haven't been able to show them. Also, one other note, just want to let you guys know that at the end of the month, every month, starting this month, we're going to have a political segment. And every Tuesday at the end of the month, it's going to be, and it's called Race to 2020. With the Honorable Michael Brown. So he's going to be in the studio with us at the end of the month, every Tuesday, and we're going to be talking a little bit of politics and talking about the election coming up in 2020 and getting involved in DC politics as well. So he's going to be here to speak with us and to hang out with us at the end of the month. Every Tuesday will be he and I will be together on the show talking politics and all the stuff going on in DC. So it would be a lot of fun to speak to Michael Brown, to find out what he's doing now and all the stuff that's going on with him. As we know, he had a rough kind of ride the last 4 years, but he's like the comeback kid. If anybody, he's got his hustle on. So I think he's got a great story, and I can't wait to welcome him to my show. But without further ado, guys, what do you guys think about Wesley Johnson, Jabari Parker, and Bobby Portis all joining in on the Wizards? What do you guys think? Lawrence, what do you think?
I like it, but we still haven't addressed the issue of defense inside the paint. I think that's where our biggest weakness is.
Defense.
And,
really? You don't think that they played defense the other night? Not last night.
No, not sweet. That's the thing.
But last night was pretty hard against Detroit. Come on now. You got Blake Griffin, who can hurt you from the outside or hurt you from the inside. Mm-hmm. And then you got God only knows Goliath. Goliath. Andre Drummond. He is just massively big. What could they do last night?
Nothing. We can't. We don't have the ability to stop them.
We don't have the ability to stop a team like them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was pretty hard last night to watch. But when they played Chicago, mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw them. So do you think that they will be a force to be reckoned with against Golden State Warriors?
No. There's a no.
No? Oh, come on.
Again, last time we played them, we were at the game and remembered last time we played them, they beat us inside the paint. We actually scored more 3-pointers than they did,
yeah,
but they killed us inside the paint.
Yeah, but they out-rebounded us, right?
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing.
Okay. What do you think?
You can bring as many guards in here as you want to, but you have to, just like Lawrence said, got to work on getting some players in the paint. Some big bad boys like back in the day of like Rick Mahorn and
but I mean, you didn't see Bobby Portis.
Yeah, but
I think he is a serious force to be reckoned with. But I don't think. Okay, the problem also last night is Jabari. You need a few. Okay, and you don't think Thomas Bryant is? He's too young still.
He's still learning.
He's still learning. He's still like a pup in the game, right?
He's in progress.
Yeah, he's okay.
You need right now polished players with the young ones coming off the bench.
Yeah,
watching.
But he held Lopez off.
Yeah.
Lopez is a big guy for Chicago. You saw that.
But
I mean,
again,
but that's his former teammate.
Yeah.
Well, he got fouled out, but
that's his former teammate.
That's some anger issues.
Okay, so my question, what'd you say? About I think Jabari cost them last night, like 10 points. Did you notice that Jabari was in the game for 20 minutes yesterday, and he scored 0 points, and he only had about 5 rebounds?
Yeah, but
that's a killer right there. You can't be in the game 20 points and you score 20 minutes and you score 0 points. We just can't have that, Jabari.
No.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. But again, I don't think that was our biggest issue.
Right. And so what do you guys think about the John Wall contract?
Oh, well, now
the $169 million. When they found out he got hurt, they had to trade off half their team. They had to dump some money somewhere.
That's why.
Well, now it's looking like a bad decision.
What now? It looks like what a bad decision to give John Wall the 169. Yeah. One wonders though. This is the question. Ain't nobody answered. How is it that you did not trade John Wall at some point before that 169 contract kicked in?
Well, see.
Then you wouldn't be held. Then you wouldn't be.
Well, see,
when did that contract kick in?
My theory has always been everything starts at the top. So, you start with ownership. And if ownership allows things like that to go on,
right,
you're going to be in the same rut every year after year after year.
Right.
So someone somewhere up there has to, you either let the people down low, like the general manager, control everything.
Well, the GM is controlling a lot of stuff. I mean, it is definitely
go
up
by the
to
owner.
Yeah.
And you've got to let people do their job, and then when you see they're not doing their job, pull them up and say, hey,
right,
how about this? So again, it starts at the top in my theory.
Yeah. Lee, Damian, what you guys think about the new trades? Good, bad, ugly, indifferent?
I'm not a Wizards fan.
You guys, I know you looked at the game. Now. I know you did. No?
I'm a Celtics fan.
They're a Celtics fan. Okay. All right. I think, hey, it's a start from somewhere. I mean, God knows they had to do something. They had to dump that, that 100. Can you imagine you spending $140 million for a year for a player, and he's no longer going to be available to you for almost 2 years. And then on top of that, he may not come back to the same player he was. Most likely he won't. I mean, that's a huge.
I got one answer.
That's a huge what?
Bad decision.
Bad decision. Yeah, I think what they should have done was probably. Unfortunately, I know people are not going to like me for saying this, but they should have traded him a long time ago.
Agreed.
Even if they had thought about giving him that contract, I think that they should have traded him before that contract was due to kick in, and then that would have saved them because they would not have been they wouldn't have been on that, they wouldn't have had to pay it because at that point he would just go back to his $80 million contract, and then another team would take over and they would continue to pay him at that level versus giving him. Now he's going to be, who's going to take over that? Nobody will ever take over a $40 million contract a year for a player that has the kind of issues, and he's had issues from his wrist to his knees, to his bone spurs on his heel, and now his Achilles tendon. So it's like from his wrist on down, he's had, you know, some issues. And I like John Wall. I'm not saying he's not a talented player. I think he is. I just think that that's a huge ask of an organization to spend that kind of money. What you think, Lawrence?
It definitely set us back. But I don't know. We just gotta keep playing and hope it works out for the best, and hope he heals and he comes back to some point where.
And I think that was good to get rid of Markieff too.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know if Wesley is the answer, but I think it was good that they got rid of him as well, because they needed to get rid of get rid of Markieff. I don't think Markieff was really doing that much. It's, you know, I don't know. I'm not sold on Markieff for this team, but they need to build around Bradley Beal and try to go from there. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's been fun. Give them your number again.
301-589-3468.
Yes. So if you are looking for a special Valentine's Day package to add to whatever your plans are, you know that you could always reach out to Dr. William Taylor. He's one of the best cosmetic dentists in the DMV area. He is very, very good, outstanding. He will take care of you and give you the gift of that smile that you always wanted, I'm sure. And don't forget, tune in every Tuesday, 6 p.m., right here at WLVS, listenvisionlive.com. for The Hustle with Alina 7. I'm right here each and every Tuesday. Not next week, but the week after. Don't forget, we're going to have Michael Brown in the studio right here. Yes, it's going to be live. You know, so reach out to me like on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm Alina 7 everywhere. Reach out to me if there's any questions that you want me to ask of Michael. Let me know. I'm just forewarning you, like 2 shows from now. He's not going to be here next week, but he's going to be here the week after. And any questions you want me to ask of him or anything, reach out to me. Let me know, because different people send out lots of stuff to me on social media. So, you know, feel free to let me know. But next week, we're probably going to have some really top coaches in the D.C. area. Yes, I'm not going to say who. But just know that he may be somebody you may want to listen to. He might be here in the studio. I'm working on that one. That's going to be real special, too. So I'll let you know. He's going to be here talking all kinds of news. But I'm working on that, so I don't want to let you know that yet. You know me, I'm always pulling some tricks out my sleeve, because it's all about the hustle right here at The Hustle. Don't forget, We the Shit coming up right up after me right here, so stay tuned for their show as well. It's Alina 7. Always remember, get your hustle going. Anytime, any place, anywhere, you're never too old. Just go forward, because if you don't, then you're going to go backwards. Nobody goes backwards. We kind of move forwards, right? With the hustle. So, hey, it's Alina 7. I'm out. I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget, Michael Brown here 2 weeks later. Bye.